90 or 100 degrees in Las Vegas, and this guy was dressed like he was in the Cold War, and he acted like he was in the Cold War, and we knew him from the boards, and he spotted Silent, Crazy Silent 88, Silent 1, or whatever. He recognized him from the Tom Brady and Silent shows, so he like hung out with us Friday night, and he got so drunk, he just started like asking random people in the car, like, have you ever tasted a bullet? And started taking started taking bullets out of his pocket, and like then he tried to strangle Carefoot, the Canadian striker player. Like all of a sudden he just like put his arms around his neck like he was gonna snap his neck, and we're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? So then we at 1 o'clock Friday night, we actually like dropped him off and just threw him out of the van near the airport.
What's this guy's gamer tag? We want to hear who it is.
Senator 123.
Wow.
Dude, that guy's nuts. Stay away from him.
Yeah. Overall, what is your opinion on Tom Brady? Because it seems like one day you're like the worst of enemies, then the next day Tom is talking about how he's like your best friend. What is the deal between you two?
We have the most... Have you ever seen The Bonfire of the Vanities?
No.
Okay. I haven't seen that movie either since I was 12, so that might be bad. It might not be what I think it is in my head. Okay, Tom and I God, that's tough. I really love Tom. I like him. I love the guy. I want to support him. And I tell him this all the time. Like, I talk to him, like, really stern all the time about this. Like, you've got to stop doing the things that piss people off. Like, you've got to stop making these asinine comments and about the Sub-Zero Katana matchup. Like, we got into that match, man. We got into that argument in April. Like, Katana was one of the characters I first dinked around with, and I was like, dude, this is like a 6'4", 7'3", man. I mean, I smell it, and he was like, oh, man, it's 8'2" sub or whatever it was. And I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, I love his passion that he has, I guess, just like as an everyday person, but I don't know many people who can be more of an asshole when they want to be. Or maybe he didn't even know he's being it. He just does it. But I really like Tom. I really respect him. I want to, I don't know. Tom's really hard to talk about. I don't know.
He's fine when he's not going nuts.
Yeah, he's
like,
really...
it's either one way or the other. Either he's really cool, or you're just like, dude, what the fuck?
Tom is super cool, like, to hang out with and just shoot the shit with and be cool with, like, casually. And
most of the time he's cool.
Yeah, and go out to dinner with. I think, you know what I think it is? I think when things don't go his way, competitively, that's when bad Tom comes out. And when you have people like 16-bit, me and other people, like, I don't know Slips as well, but like all those people, we don't put up with shit. So when things don't go their way and they start throwing all these like asinine comments at us and attacking us like personally and stuff, dude, we're not going to sit there and take it. So that's when the bad Tom and the bad part of the relationship happens. But in the end, it's all good.
He is really entertaining to hang out with.
Yeah, I know. You can't deny it. I mean, that's why he's the most polarizing figure in the whole fighting game community, I think.
Now, I've got to ask, what's up with the name, Pig of the Hut?
Oh, yeah.
Where does that come from? I was thinking like Jabba the Hutt.
No,
Pizza the Hut.
No, it's nothing to do with pizza. I always get that pizza and Jabba. No, it's really dumb, like where I got it from. Like 1999 or 2000, I was in an industrial metal band, and the other members of the band, one of my best friends at that time, were like, we should just come up with something random with no meaning for a band name, and let's just come up with something like Jimmy's Chicken Shack. And I'm like, well, there is a Jimmy's Chicken Shack. And they're like, okay, well, let's go with Pig Hut. So they, against my, judgment, they went with a band named Pig Hut. So then, like, someone was sitting around one day, and someone said Pig of the Hut would be like a good song title if we were to write about the band. And I was like, Pig of the Hut, I kind of like that. That's interesting. And then, like, honestly, 2 months later, I got an Xbox, and it asked me for my gamer tag, and I was like, oh, what the fuck, Pig of the Hut.
Wow. Kind of disappointing.
That is.
I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer. But the more annoying about the name is I've actually tried to change it 2 or 3 times to like something more me, like Bam Bam Guitar or something like that, and everyone just keeps
Name Bam Bam.
Dude, that's my initials, Bam, BAM.
Oh, okay. 16-bit was like, he's like, no, that's really his name. I was like, what?
No, I never said that. I said it was a nickname.
You said that was really his name.
I did not. I said that was a nickname.
Yes, you did.
No, that is not
Pig
what
of
we
the Hut's
talked
name
about.
was Bam Bam. I was like, why the fuck did he name himself Pig of the Hut if his fucking name is Bam Bam?
I said that was a nickname.
My ass, dude.
No, my real name is Brant.
Right, we talked about that. What are you talking about?
We talked about that last night.
That's funny.
I'm talking about, like, in April.
Yeah, maybe I did then.
Okay. But yeah, I've tried to change it like 2 or 3 times, and it just doesn't work. People are like, no, you're always Pig of the Hut, because I've just had it.
Yeah, it's too iconic.
Yeah, I've had it for like 8 or 9 years, so I'm just like, whatever. It's, honestly, I like the name better with Mortal Kombat in me. It kind of fits me more with Mortal Kombat than it ever did the band, because that's such a vague ass name that had no meaning. And yeah, so anyway.
You recently made a video with Lord of the Fly, and you guys are really hyping up Final Round. So, like, explain to the Mortal Kombat community why they should come to this tournament.
I think it's going to be easily one of the best majors out there, and I want to say that first off, I think NEC and SCR and Devastation were all great majors. I'm not saying that it's going to be better, but I'm just saying that I think this is going to be, well, hold on. I am saying that I want it to be better. I want it to be better in terms of coverage. I want more players. I look at that top 20 list, that's that National Fighting Game Community list, and so far it seems like 15 or 16 people off that top 20 list are coming. And I want much competition, side tournaments. I love the fact that we're doing all the pools in top 8 on Sunday, because it really is going to open up as much coverage and stream time. And plus Friday we can get there and do casuals, money matches. I think I said side tournaments. And then if everyone gets drunk Friday, for people who are over 21 or whatever, then we have all day Saturday to recover. Not like at NEC where we all got drunk Saturday night and we had top 8 4 hours early.
Yeah, I want to talk about this, because I understand your logic for doing it, but I hate this decision.
Okay.
I absolutely hate it.
Okay, no, cool. We'll definitely talk about it, and I'll make you a believer. I'm not like, I want to hear your points. But another thing about Final Round is, I know people go to NEC, they go to SCR, and when I went to NEC, it was a really hype environment, and I loved the work that Phil Storms and the whole Combat Network team did with that tournament. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a tournament environment at all. And but I think when people come to Atlanta, I think some people are going to be a little shook, because we are loud, we are boisterous, and I mean, all that like that came from us. So I don't care where people think it came from Atlanta.
Final Round is like, if you think about it, all the players that are going, it's a combination of SoCal Regionals, Devastation, and NEC.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's literally every top player, every person that won all 3 tournaments is going. Yep. No one can say that this tournament doesn't count.
And something else I've talked about with Shin Blanca is I gave him some early recommendations. I was like, hey, this is when you guys and you and your team, you guys do pools and brackets, whatever, you need to separate the last 4 major winners, then separate everyone by tournament winners and seedings and regions, and then last but not least, clans. Give them a little love, but that's the least amount that's important is clans, because whatever, that's like an online thing. No one gives a shit offline. But we want this to be like I stressed to him. We need the most important, intense, like diverse matchups ever that we've never seen. Rio made the comment to me the other day. He's